ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will put toe to leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give is to Williams. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. After the run, now to throw. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Thanks to grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Berry. Got his man down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. With the catch, it's Alchuk. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Alchuk. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the 2nd level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Perry. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for a crease. It's Alchuk. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Now the play fake. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, out-breaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
The Noles have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback making adjustments. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
And the Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Touchdown Seminoles! Fit it in the window for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day, or John Hewlett.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, in Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but you got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Noles.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Creates a little space.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for three reasons. One, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. Two, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And three, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
He's got him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Yeah, he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver and quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lucas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll run the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. At the 45, on his way. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Alchuk. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the mistiming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. As they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Achuk. Spins away from the defender. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Check. White 94 slider choice. White 97.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Rigby. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period.
Black 18! Black 18!
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Sperry. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Hunt is on its way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
To the ground with the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete to the left. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Turning it on! How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And you want that clock to run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand. So
there he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Using his legs, it's Ochuk. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.